In our last episode of Lease-Ease, you might have caught this bit right here. We'll explore probable cause in further detail in future episodes of Lease-Ease, so stay tuned. Well, that day is today. We're talking all about probable cause in this episode of Lease-Ease. So, probable cause. It's one of the most often cited, but perhaps least understood, concepts in the law. Asked to define it, I imagine a lot of folks would say something like, isn't that the rule that lets cops search your car without a warrant? Spoiler alert, not really. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. Probable cause applies to almost every element of the criminal justice system. Police officers use it to decide whether to search. DAs use it to decide whether to file a case. Judges even use it to determine whether a case should proceed past preliminary hearing. Before we dive into what it means, let's back up a bit and talk about everyone's favorite subject, legal standards of evidence. I know, exciting, but don't click away just yet. In the criminal justice system, there are different legal standards required to prove a fact, justify a search, or allow a case to proceed to trial. Some standards are stricter than others and therefore carry a higher burden of proof. For example, in order to convict someone of a crime, prosecutors must meet the highest standard by proving the case beyond a reasonable doubt. But in this video, we're talking about a different legal standard, probable cause, sometimes referred to as PC. There's a big difference between probable cause and proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So, what is it? Simply put, probable cause means there's a reasonable basis to believe that a crime has been or is being committed. It's more than a hunch, but it's also not the full burden of proof to support a conviction. Think of it as a starting line, not the finish. Probable cause has to be based on specific, articulable facts, things that can be documented, repeated, and stand up to legal scrutiny. Think of it like this. Suspicion is, the car's been sitting there for a while. It's a little weird. Maybe something's up. But probable cause is, that same car has no license plates, and the officer sees someone inside with a ski mask and tools commonly used in break-ins. That's a basis the DA can work with. Because remember, probable cause is not optional. It is the legal standard police and judges use to decide if certain actions are justified, like arrests, searches, or warrants. So when does probable cause actually come into play? When is it used? In short, it is a threshold law enforcement must meet when stopping or arresting someone, searching a car or home, getting a search or arrest warrant. Think of probable cause as a kind of legal green light. It does not mean someone is guilty. It just means there's reasonable basis to take action. When the DA's office reviews police work to determine whether probable cause actually exists under the law, prosecutors must decide, is this enough to file criminal charges? Would this hold up in court? Was the arrest or search done legally? If the evidence is thin, contradictory, or improperly obtained, the DA may send the case back for more investigation or decline to file charges altogether. So how does probable cause play out in the real world? Here's what happened in one famous United States Supreme Court case. Police officers arrested the defendant, William Beck, while he was driving his car based only on vague information and reports about Beck. They knew he had a prior criminal record related to illegal gambling. The officers searched his car but found nothing illegal. Then they took him to the police station, where they found evidence of illegal gambling hidden in his sock. Beck was convicted based on this evidence, but he argued that he should not have been arrested because the police lacked probable cause. He also argued that because he never should have been arrested, the police never should have found the evidence in his sock, which means the prosecutor shouldn't have been able to use it during the trial. The United States Supreme Court agreed. They ruled that the police did not have enough specific information to arrest Beck, and they threw the conviction out. Without probable cause, evidence can become inadmissible, and it can end up costing you your case. So, to recap, probable cause is a legal standard based on reasonable facts, not just suspicion. Police use it in the field, but prosecutors test it in court. It protects people from unreasonable government action and helps balance safety and rights. Now, the next time you hear, they didn't have probable cause, you'll know exactly what that means and why it matters. Thanks for watching Lease-Ease, where we untangle the law one confusing term at a time. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more legal breakdowns. See you next time.